Welcome to another game in the ILG, my bad. We've got Nox on the blue team and sorry, my team sheet crashed. Nox on the blue team and Flux on the purple team. Let's get right into it. Bans Kha'Zix and Maokai for the purple team, and a Sejuani banned against the blue team. Ari down as well. Malphite's down again.
What do you think the Kha'Zix been banned against? Oh yeah, Incarnation. So we've got the Kha'Zix banned against Incarnation. If you've realized, Kurt, every single game that Incarnation plays, you always see that Kha'Zix being banned out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like every single bloody game. And I'm just like, I really want to see if I really want to see Incarnation just play that Kha'Zix. Seriously, I want to see how good he is. I mean, yesterday when a couple of days ago, I was casting with a Kitty, and she was talking about how good Incarnation is on Kha'Zix. She pretty much called him a god, and I just want to see that godlike play with Kha'Zix, and they're not even allowing it. So he must just be that good. They seem to know.
No one wants to take that risk of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's. Yeah, and they've banned out the they banned out the Sejuani now, which is actually quite surprising considering that it was flux'Gaming that was using the Sejuani last time. Incarnation was on the Sejuani, but they've just pretty much banned it out. They don't want it. They don't want the other team to have it either. So I'm not particularly sure if that's a great ban. It is a good ban because Incarnation can play a mean Sejuani, but he didn't fare too well in this last game. But I don't think that they should ban it out against the opposite. And considering Incarnation does play a pretty good Sejuani, even though it didn't work last game, they could have picked it up.
Colossus is Malphite.
Colossus and Malphite it wasn't really convincing last game. I think Colossus is better on a carry top. He's better on champs like Jax. I'll tell you what, if Colossus picks up a Jax now, in my opinion, it's GG. I'm saying Colossus and Jax is amazing, man. You will see that counter jungling. Well, by a top laner, so that's really good. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. Let's see what Lizard picks up now. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name. Okay, Horse. Okay, so Horse picks up the Kate, some long range ADs. What do you think about the Caitlyn? Do you think this is a good pick? Because
maybe they have anticipated what Flux is gonna pick, because I'm not sure it's a good idea to pick that Caitlyn in so early without seeing the rest of their team.
Personal preference, I don't like Caitlyn. She was good. She's not good anymore. There are so many more versatile ADCs, and just her only benefiting factor is her long range poke, and after that, that's pretty much it. I mean, the Corki is probably gonna start face rolling over the Kate after a while, and during the mid game the Corki will beat the Kate. Maybe not too early because he will take some harass, but then he can dish out just as much. The Lucian pick, or we might be seeing a Lucian pick. Cookies is picking up the Lucian. Colossus is going with the Hecarim, not the Jax.
They didn't ban out the Hecarim after seeing the amount of damage that Hecarim can do from that last game. They just
I actually don't think that NoxIgnisElemensia actually saw that game, but if they did, then they would have banned out Hecarim. We have to remember that it was flux'Gaming versus low elo hangout, so yeah, so flux'Gaming decided to pick it up. Yeah, so well, okay, I would love to see a Cassiopeia right now. They've got a Vi. Vi is a great. Well, I'm thinking she's gonna top. Yeah, so Vi. I haven't seen too many Vi tops, but Vi is a great champ overall. She's versatile.
I think it's Jarvan top and Vi jungle. They're gonna swap around.
Okay, fair. Yeah, probably. Yeah, they are probably gonna swap around. Regardless, I'm fine with anything right now, Vi or Jarvan. I'm ready to see some swapping over and seeing some random random champions just switching over lanes. We saw it happening with which team is Chip? Do you guys know which team Chip Cully is on?
Gaming Freaks.
Yeah, so we saw it happen with Gaming Freaks. They're mid laner, and Chip Cully instead of going mid with the Azir, he actually went bot lane and he pulled it off pretty well. He did well. and I
Yeah,
want to
I'm
see something like that
actually
happening.
excited to see this Cassiopeia in because as their team comp goes, the Cassiopeia has basically infinite peel from the Y, the Jarvan, the spell shield from the Morgana, the binds, the ultis. She can just free hit and melt their faces. And now that they have the Hecarim for the initiate, she's got that ulti to stop him in his tracks and deal tons of damage.
Kirk, you do have to remember that Cassiopeia has to stay pretty close when she's dealing damage. She's not really that long range, so she will have to stay pretty close to the enemy ADCs or enemy champions. So she will have to worry about that. And they have a Hecarim who can pretty much burst down the cast if he tries hard enough. And yeah, but I'm just going to Kaka now. What do you think about these mid laners? Since you are a mid lane main.
Yeah, let him see lock in that Victor first, because I think Xerath would have been a better pick because of the poke and front line they have already. Let's see, but yeah, he is going for that Victor. Victor is a strong champ, like can poke out as well with his E, tons of damage with that. And AoE ult with the Incarnation, it's gonna be good for them.
Yeah, so you think the Victor is sort of like a complementary pick to Incarnation?
Yeah, maybe it is, because they can wombo someone out from the gank instantly, so it's a good pick.
Yeah, speaking of wombos, we saw a wombo combo team completely fail, but this is the type of wombo that I actually like. This is the type of wombo that I like. It's like your whole team doesn't have to be in a wombo combo, just a couple of players. Just two players is enough to make it. Yeah.
And it's a pretty easy gank.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Kaka. Like, when you have just two champions, just womboing it out, that's good. Yeah, so go on, you were saying.
And I don't see the point of running cleanse on Cass right now, because Nautilus's ult still hits even after cleanse, so I don't know. Yeah. She should be running some defensive summoner.
I think she might be doing that because of the Victor Sun, the Victor stun and slow, but I don't think it's worth it though. I don't think that. Yeah, you can dodge it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the cleanse. It's not that important. I don't know why she's so worried about it. She might be cleansing because she's worried about the Hecarim ult. So yeah, immediate fear, and then she can just cleanse out.
I'm still not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm still not sure. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna give her the benefit of the doubt as I do usually. So, giving her the benefit of the doubt, she probably took the cleanse for the Hecarim. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm still not convinced. As I'm pretty much in the same boat as you are, Kaka. That cleanse could have ended up being, I don't know, anything else. Really, it could have been anything other than cleanse right now. What do you think about this Kate pickup?
Kate is a lane bully. She's always gonna do well against Corkis since he is small range as well. After level 6, things can get pretty, messy. But yeah, Kate should win the lane pretty easily.
But what do you think overall, like through the game, like who do you think will scale better? I mean, in team sense, not just Kate. I'm talking, will the purple team scale better than the blue team, or do you think the blue team will scale better?
I think the blue team scales better.
Okay, and your reasons for that?
Because she's a really strong late gamer, but mid game she falls off. And that's when the purple team should make plays, because they have so many mid gamers, like mid game champions like Corki, Victor obviously, and Hecarim as well. So yeah, if they support the mid lane, I think they have a good chance going into the late game.
Fair enough. Kirk, based on the previous Captain Kirk, so based on the previous game, you know how well flux'Gaming sort of got trashed. So do you think they can make a comeback in this game and win this game out?
I think they can, because I've seen Cookies play Corki, and trust me when I say this, he is a force to be reckoned with on that Corki. So unless they can make sure that they shut him down, he's probably he should win them the fights along with the rest of the team, because his positioning on Corki is normally exceptional. But let's see once we get into this game.
We actually see Redeemer being swapped out for Danny. So Danny's playing support now. Cookies was playing support last game, supporting for Redeemer. So I don't know how well Danny plays. I mean, I have seen Danny play pretty well. So
Danny is like a better support than Cookies, and Cookies I don't know, maybe on the same level or better than Redeemer, so it's a good change for them.
Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, okay. So let's hope this change goes to the advantage of Flux Gaming because they did have a really harsh game last time. And I hope that doesn't shut down their morale too much. Yeah, so I do hope that they can hold up their morale and really get back in this game and hopefully just continue winning after this. I don't know how many more games they've got after this, but regardless, I hope they do come back in this game. I want to see some really good plays from them because they had a lot of misplays last game. So I'm waiting for that. I'm also looking for some really good ganks by this Vi because we know that Vi can gank hard. So just gonna ask Kaka, because you're a mid lane man, you must be ganked all the time. I mean, every single mid laner gets ganked all the time. So what type of champions do you think are the strongest when it comes to ganking the mid lane? Which champions do you think are the strongest?
Well, Y is like pretty much it. Like you can just press R and that's it. Your job is done. So yeah, I'm very scared of Y. Even in solo queue, I always ban her.
Okay. So are there any other?
Even listen, yeah, like all these early game champs, they always tend to scare you, and yeah, I don't ward much. I let my support ward, so yeah, I would be scared if I was Victor.
Okay, but if it
on my rear Kaka. When Kaka and I play, it's like when I'm jungling Udyr, I always run into lane behind him and spam my control and free. Just run all
and
the
he
way.
takes all my farm as well, so yeah, he's not a good jungler. Just let him eat.
Fair enough, okay. Okay, the bickering aside, so you do feel that the Vi is supposed to be reckoned with, and what about Incarnation's Nautilus? I haven't actually seen him on his Nautilus before. What do you think about his Nautilus?
Actually, I haven't seen him play Nautilus as well, but the champ overall is like really strong in this meta at least. The tanky meta jungler, so if he shows up for counter gank at like good timings, I think it's a good thing for them because they have so much CC with Nautilus and the solo laners.
Fair enough. I'm actually hoping to see some good things coming out of Ripcord. He was on his Orianna last game. He plays a pretty good Orianna, but it didn't work out in his favor last game. Hoping to see some good Victor plays. I've actually seen quite a number of Victors in the LPL and the LCK, that is the Korean and the Chinese League of Legends tournaments, and they were really good. The Victor has made a comeback and is such a versatile and great champion. As you said, not particularly convinced with Victor against the Cassiopeia, but I still think it could be pretty good. We do have a pause, folks, so you will have to hold on. I'm not sure who DC'd. I think Cookies didn't connect,
Cookies
was it?
hasn't connected yet, yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't connected yet. You guys just started, right? Your game just started, right?
Just started. 29
fair enough. Because, yeah, every single game we're having this lag between the casters, so yeah, I don't know how it works. Don't figure out.
Do you expect a lane swap by any chance in this game?
We actually haven't seen any lane swaps lately. We haven't. I've only seen one lane swap in the ILG, like completely.
And I've played against two, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I've only personally seen one lane swap in the ILG. I guess, yeah, okay, the ones that you were playing, I was probably not casting, but yeah, when I did cast, I only saw one lane swap, and it went, I think it went in the favor of the red side. They just found it a lot easier for them, and I think they were playing a Callista, and she was pretty much face rolling over the top lane. I mean, having a Callista is in itself such a boon. So yeah, so that worked out for them. But I am looking forward to a lane swap. If it does happen, it'll be pretty interesting. It's always nice to see a lane swap. What do you guys think about these level 1s? Do you think there'll be any counter jungling at level 1?
I don't think so. Neither team is gonna invade, I think. They're just gonna put defensive wards and stick around the jungle.
Yeah, I haven't. I have seen the previous game. I think it was Loyal Hangout's Hecarim. He just walked straight through the enemy jungle, didn't care about anything. I want to see something like that happening, some gutsy moves. Apparently it's not going to happen this time. There are just wards all over there are a couple of wards along the river side. There's a ward right up in the mid lane, actually 2 wards. And that's basically it. It's a passive start. There's very little poking from Cassiopeia onto, well, we just see a bind on the Victor. Victor takes quite a bit of damage, and he will be forced to recall. I don't know, so he's gonna be He will take a while coming back to lane if he does recall now. He might lose out on a couple of minions.
Nah, he'll make it in time.
Hopefully he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he will make
So
it back
no
in time.
level 1 plays.
Yeah, no,
Apart
absolutely
from
no
the
level
game.
1 place. So, okay, so if we were to expect a first blood, which lane do you think it would be from?
Bot lane.
I think mid lane one.
You think mid lane? Okay. That's our poll, okay? So, let's see who wins, mid lane or bot lane. I'm looking forward to, yeah, I'm definitely going with mid lane. Mid lane's like the first gang for all the freaking junglers.
Warslol does camp mid a lot. I love playing him with him, that's why, because he camps my lane. It's really fun.
Oh man, doesn't everyone just love a camper? I play League. I'm not good at League, but with the minimal skill that I do have, I play mid and I get so pissed off and I just get camped. So yeah, these are the type of junglers I hate. Just saying. Yeah, so I'm hoping to see a gank on mid lane pretty soon, actually, because I've seen a couple of games where junglers have just decided to gank straight after level 2. So I would love to see that happening. I don't think Nautilus will be ganking, especially because he's gone for the blue buff. So we might see the Vi try something, but Ripcord's actually been pushed out of lane. He's having to go straight back to his tower. He's standing under his tower pretty much. Okay, now he's moved out, but
he's trading at level 2 with Cassiopeia, and that's not recommended for any champ actually.
yeah,
Just sit back and farm because he's risking it.
definitely. So this might be a misplay from by Ripcord. So as far as you know about this mid lane, you're saying that this Cassiopeia is gonna wreck the Victor, right?
Yeah, Victor gets bullied out against Cassiopeia. Any champ actually gets bullied out against Cassiopeia. You just have to play safe and farm.
Fair enough. No, he just
Even
misses
and
the
that's
cannon.
like a
Yeah.
winning lane for you.
Yeah, he actually
he's trading
takes
well.
a chunk. Yeah, he's trading pretty well. The Cassiopeia is missing a couple of shots, but that's alright. We actually see some even trades up top. Fatality doesn't actually take any damage from Colossus, which is surprising considering. Well, Colossus went pretty hard and he still took a lot of damage. And Colossus still going down. We might actually see some kills up top because they're both going really low.
Vi is taking the crab around top. She might.
Yeah,
just
she is
go
taking
up.
the scuttle, and okay, there's a jungler versus jungler fight, and oh my god, Incarnation just misses his Q. Worslaw does get stunned up. We see
That's so much damage
number
on
one
Vi.
coming in. We might actually see the Vi going down. Vi actually chooses to flash. She Qs out with the fist pump, and Fatality and Colossus are going hard on each other. We might see Fatality just go hard on Colossus. Colossus might have to flash. Colossus flashes out. Colossus might go down. No, Incarnation is here to help him. Fatality might go down now. Fatality will choose to flag
He
and drag
will be
out
forced
soon
to
enough.
flash here.
Yeah, no, he'll
Oh.
flag and drag out. Flags and
That's
drags
almost
out.
clear.
That was definitely good patience from him. Beautiful patience from him, and yeah, he tried to go on Colossus. He actually used his flash before trying to take down Colossus, so he didn't have the flash. He had to wait for the flag and drag. And the bot lane is, as you said, Horse is taking a chunk out of Cookies. And yeah, for now, Cookies is going to be on. He's going to be on his back foot, but soon enough, after 6 or so, Cookies can come forward and start poking out. But Kirk, what do you think about this top lane? Do you think there's any potential for a first blood up here? Kirk?
It looked like Fatality was 1v2ing them.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Might actually see Worslaw go hard on Colossus because Colossus doesn't have a flash. Worslaw doesn't have a flash
Waited
either.
for like another 5 seconds. The TP would have been back up. Then they should have gone in.
Yeah, so Fatality actually chooses not to touch the brush, which is okay, not bad. But yeah, I guess you are right about the TP. And well, the mid lane is going as expected. Ripcord was getting poked out. No, actually, it's not going as expected. Ripcord is pushing back in. It's the minions are under Cassiopeia's tower. This is going exactly opposite to what we expected, but we might see the Cassiopeia push back in towards Ripcord's tower. But Cassiopeia is going pretty hard now. We might see Ripcord going down. He just uses his stun on Numeron, and we see the mid lane first blood. So I guess
Exactly as
Kaka wins on this. Kaka wins on this one. So yeah, Kaka's first blood call was beautiful. So we see Ripcord going down. So it's not a horrible start for either of the team. I mean, it's a great start for Nox Gaming, but it's not. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad start for Flux Gaming. So they can still make it back in this game. It's only a first blood. They hope it doesn't hurt their morale too much. It seems like they're still on the rebound from last game. We might see Worslaw trying for an early dragon. He decides not to. And there's a push on bot lane towards the tower. So this Kate is taking the piss out of Cookie's love stories.
Turn level 6 and yeah, he will take the Jarvan down.
Yeah, so Colossus goes hard on Jarvan. Yeah, so there was gonna be a first blood at top lane. Wow, there would have been if there wasn't one immediately, like a minute ago at mid lane. So that's a 1-for-1 right now. So they've both got kills on both teams, but there is a deficiency in gold for the red team by about 400 gold now. But that's not too bad. It's early game, 400 gold. It's negligible to an extent. You'll find Liz is just warding up the dragon right now, so we might actually see. I would love to see an early dragon. When do you think the first dragon will be taken down? It's about 7 minutes now, so when do you guys think the first dragon is going to be taken down?
Once the kills start going down.
Well, the kills have already started, and we actually see number one get stunned up. We might see number one go down. No, he decides to just stun him up. We might still see number one going down. No, he doesn't go down. That's a pretty damn fast ultimate. Okay, so Ripcord is coming back into this mid lane, and he might try to go on the Cassiopeia right now. I would love to see him go on the Cassiopeia. Incarnation might be going on the Cassiopeia. No, he does not have a flash, but oh well, that's too bad. He tried coming in. Incarnation had to walk straight back because he didn't have a flash to dive the tower. Worst lol is just gonna ward it up. So what do you guys think about these items now? Corky's completed the Sheen. He's actually gone for the Sheen over the
Phage.
I think, yeah, the Phage. But what do you guys think about that?
Maybe now they're gonna start playing aggressive since he's got his ulti level 6. So as long as he can get that Sheen proc off with the auto attack after spamming a rocket, that takes quite a bit of damage, about 300 HP.
So yeah, so they might be going aggressive. He actually misses a couple of minions right there. Okay.
That's
not
pretty
bad.
expected though, from like 11 CS difference at bot lane. Caitlyn is winning that lane, and that was expected from the start actually. Once the teams comes in though, and one Nautilus gang can change it all for them.
Definitely. So I'm waiting to see that Nautilus gang. So there's a strong fight at top. Colossus and Fatality are going at each other. We might actually see Worslaw going on Colossus. Worslaw is hoping to go on Colossus. He's actually out of range for results, so yeah, he can't. So Worslaw won't be able to ult him. No assault on battery at top lane. Liz might just stun up Danny. No, he decides to just put down the tormented soil, and they're just going back to farming at bot lane. We can see that Colossus is actually heading up into the enemy jungle. He's spotted out by a ward. He's trying for a sneaky gank, but it's gonna fail because it's a beautiful ward right there. Okay, so he is gonna. Oh well, that's not the place you want the pink ward, but he goes for a pink ward over. That's a pretty deep pink ward.
Do you think go inside the jungle? So
so do you think that was a good idea to place a deep pink ward this early?
Yeah, I don't know. They saw him clearly go in, so I think that should be taken out soon.
Yeah, that will be taken out. But even if they didn't see him, do you think that early pink ward is worth it? Like at 10 minutes?
It is.
Definitely.
Ward at places like that, it's hardly noticed because just stays.
No one goes through it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no one expects something like that. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll take that. So we might actually be seeing a gank up top. No, they spotted out. Worslaw just misses his wall breaker, and we might actually see Incarnation going down regardless. Wow, that was a beautiful ult from Worslaw. He pretty much timed Incarnation's ult, and Worslaw ulted at the same time, so Incarnation's ult just pretty much got cancelled. If you guys saw that. That was pretty damn amazing. That was pretty damn amazing. I did not know that was even possible. So that was well played by Worslaw. We just see the bot lane pushing up towards the tower, and every other lane has just been normal except for the mid lane pretty much. The top lane, they're fighting a like with each other, and that's pretty much it. The only people that are like moving out of lane are Numberon and Ripcord. And Ripcord's actually taking
a chunk of damage from Ripcord.
Yeah, this is actually quite surprising because we expected Numberon to like completely wreck Ripcord on his Victor, but Victor's actually farming pretty well. He's not doing that bad. Doing really well actually for being one down. But I think Numberon's gonna scale out of control soon enough. He's gonna snowball, and I feel like Ripcord should watch out. He's actually just gone back and he's just got a Negatron Cloak, 2 Doran's Rings, and
by Morgana.
Yeah, Morgana. It's not the first bunny that she's missing, so it's alright, but it's still a good.
This Scuttle Crab over there.
Yeah, it's still a good try, so it's alright. We still haven't seen a dragon yet. No attempts at dragon. They've cleared out the Scuttle Crab. I think it's gonna be the second time now, and there are no dragon attempts yet. Okay, it's alright. Numberon is pushing kind of hard. I think he will be taken down. Numberon will be taken down now. It was beautiful play by Incarnation. Ripcord nearly goes down in between all of that. It was actually well played by Numberon. If Ripcord hadn't flashed out of Cassiopeia's, I think it's Q, then Ripcord would have gone down. That was well played by Ripcord and Numberon.
That's what we talk about, like in the champ select, Victor and Incarnation. Like that combo is just too good.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, the wombo. So that was definitely really good.
You for 2-3 years and you died.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, these guys, we know what they're gonna do. So yeah, that's definitely good. These guys have worked on that, and they've accomplished. I mean, they've done really well, executed it really well. Incarnation might be looking to dive Fatality. Okay, Colossus pretty much solos Fatality, but Fatality will probably go down to Incarnation right here if Incarnation can hit his Q, or he's just gonna out and walk out. Oh my god, Fatality actually lives. This is a misplay by Incarnation and Colossus. This is tragic. This is tragic. This was just tragic, man. That was a free kill. If Colossus had just stuck around for one auto attack, Incarnation had stuck around for one auto attack, I'm pretty damn sure the Fatality would have gone down. That was definitely a misplay by Incarnation. Poor playing there, but that's alright.
The pink ward.
Yeah, that's a pink ward right there. Well, it lasted, I think it was 3 minutes. Yeah, so it lasted 3 minutes, so I guess it was worth it. We see Cookies just fighting back now, slowly and steadily. He's still down by about 16 CS, and we do have a pause. I'm not sure who DC'd this time. It's usually a DC, so I'm not sure who DC'd this time, but we will wait and find out and tell you guys soon enough. Horse.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, so the Caitlyn did DC. So hopefully she'll be back in a bit. She's reconnected, so we will be back in game in about 10 seconds. So just hold on, guys. So let's talk about these items. So we see Caitlyn with a BF sword. Corky's still stuck on his Sheen. We see Hecarim's definitely finishing that Triforce off first. He's actually gone for an early home guard. What about this? He went for a super early home guard.
Yeah, that's a pretty
standard on Hecarim.
Fair enough, yeah, because he gets the damage with movement speed, yeah. So yeah, that is standard. But I was just wondering, like, would he not want to finish the Triforce first?
After home guard, straight for Triforce.
You can make those TP home guard plays with Hecarim, so it's a good item on him.
Okay, fair enough.
Cassiopeia burnt her flash mid.
I actually didn't see that. Okay, she burnt her flash. I think she must have burned her flash to get out of the stun by Victor. Yeah. She already died once. Incarnation is going hard on Worslord. He makes a beautiful play onto Numberon, but we might actually see Ripcord go down first. But Ripcord manages to stay alive just enough so that he can take down Numberon while he goes down. Actually, the TP from Colossus took down Numberon, and we will see the first dragon. It's a 14-minute dragon. Would have liked it to be earlier, but 14 minutes is not too bad. I think it's an easy dragon for the red team right now. I don't think there will be any contestation. No, there is no contesting, and that's it. They've got the first dragon picked up by Incarnation, and this is really good play. I mean, after losing last game so tragically, I think this is really good play from flux'Gaming. What do you think about this game, Kirk? Do you think that they've improved their gameplay and game style?
Yeah, definitely they have. Now they started taking objectives. If you remember last game, low elo hangouts had got the first 3 or 4 dragons in a row, and in this game they've got the first dragon.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, so we see the Infinity Edge completed on Caitlyn. It's a 15-minute IE. We see the Triforce done on Corki. So this is where the power spikes come in. I mean, Corki's power spike is going to be huge. I mean, of course, Caitlyn's still going to be strong with the IE, but do you not think that Corki's just going to, not as strong as the Corki, right? So the Corki's probably going to start trying to take down the Kate just 1v1. Danny's putting his. Yeah, so continue. Yeah, so we might actually see Worslow going down. Colossus is coming in really hard. We see a beautiful flash from Danny, and he's trying to. Oh, he just misses Worslow. We actually see number 1 going down. Danny decides not to chase the Vi. Vi is just recalling over there. Colossus might just take the blue. He always gets the enemy buff somewhere, one way or the other. So he is taking the blue now. Ripcode's pushing up the mid lane. There's probably going to be a 1v1 at bot. I would love to see Cookies just go hard on Horse right now. He knows how strong he is, so I think Cookies will go hard on Horse in just a bit. We see a siege at the mid lane with Ripcord and Danny. So Lizard is just being pretty passive. He's worried that he might be caught up, so he backs off. The tower does go down to the mid lane. Cookies is pushing Horse straight up to the tower. If you saw just 5 minutes ago, it was the exact opposite. Horse was pushing against Cookies' tower, and now Cookies is pushing at Horse's tower. So you guys were right about how strong this Corki can be after level 6. He is level 9 now, but his power spike pretty much started straight after level 6. He's farming really well. As soon as he started Triforce, that was about level 7 or level 8, and as soon as he got his Triforce, he's doing really, really well. I'm still wanting to see that 1v1 against Kate. I don't think that Kate even wants to fight this Corki. She knows she's gonna get wrecked if she does. Ripcord just takes his own blue. Number 1, I don't know. He's just trying to poke out Ripcord.
Blue was stolen by Hecarim, sir.
Yeah, it was taken by Hecarim, right? Yeah. So Hecarim did take out his blue. Fatality and Colossus are going pretty hard on each other. Colossus does have Incarnation support, but they decide to back off. Over at the bot lane, there are some aggressive plays from Horse and Lizard, but they decide to back off. They see Danny just flanking in from the bush, so yeah, that doesn't work out too well. And now we're back to passive farming. Okay, we might see a dive up top. If you guys just check out top, Incarnation is diving onto Fatality. He starts it off because he's the tanky one, and Fatality just locks him in. But Incarnation's such a beast. Look at him. He's taking 5 shots from the tower, and he takes absolutely no damage. How much of a tank is he?
He's really beefy right now, and his CC that's too much.
Yeah, it's like one giant spell.
Have any of you seen Corki take a single binding from Morgana till now?
No, he hasn't been caught by a binding, has he?
Take a single binding.
He's actually doing really, really well. You can actually see how aggressive he's playing. He's just going hard. Man, he actually dodges the binding yet again. I think he might go. Wow, that was beautiful by Ripcord. We might see Lizard go down. Lizard does go down. Danny tanks it up. Fatality trying to go for a kill on Ripcord. Oh, that was beautiful play by Ripcord. I have got to say, Ripcord just, I don't know, he's so good on this on this Victor right now. I mean, he is probably good on every other champ too. Ripcord just goes for the kill. He knows he's gonna die, so he just goes for the kill. I think this is really well played by Ripcord, regardless of his death. Cookies is just tanking up the tower. I don't know what Cookies is doing. He's tanking up the tower real hard. He would have died if there was a re-engage. And he does die to the cast. That flash ult was really good. Was that an ult flash or a flash ult?
Flash ult.
Flash ult, okay. So the flash ult kills off the Corki. And I just think that Cookies got a little too antsy, and he just went hard out under the tower. He thought he could survive. Horso just ults Hecarim. Hecarim goes super low. That's just check how much health he had just before. He had about 275 health. So Hecarim went pretty low.
By Flux
definitely worth it.
They got the mid turret as well.
Yeah, even if he had died, it was definitely still worth it. If he had died, but he didn't die, so it's definitely hardcore worth it. And we just see them taking out the red So yeah, so they're just taking the red buff. Worstlaw's just taking the red buff, and Number's gone to the bot lane. Surprisingly, okay,
Triple speed.
and they've just slipped up. Yep.
If you notice, this game, Flux are prioritizing objectives, unlike last game. They've
And they
got
are
2
playing
towers
around
and a
their
dragon.
power spikes as well, because
Yeah.
Hecarim with
Yeah, true.
Rifles
They're
and now one
utilizing this Corki power spike. We might see Number just get bursted down. He just went down in an instant. That was good. Sorry, that was definitely good kiting out from Cookies. He was like worried about Numberon's ult, and he just walked back just to take it to the back pit. Apparently, Numberon decided not to ult because he knew that he was going to die regardless. And Cookies, we might see Cookies still going hard on them. There's actually a 3v1 at bot lane, and Cookies is being pinged out. Horsehor is going up, but the dragons just come up. So what do you guys think about this dragon? Do you think the fight's going to be around dragon, or is the red team just going to pick up the
I
dragon
don't
while
think
they wait around?
This dragon.
I think Hecarim
Because
is
their
pushing,
minion
so
is
they...
down.
Hecarim, he's going to take down the top tower. He's going to take down the top tower. If he gets like 5 seconds on it, that's 5 to 10 seconds, he's going to take down the top tower. But he decides to back off. He's actually pinged off. So he's been pinged off by his own
I
team.
think Flux should have gone for the dragon there, since Hecarim has TP and Cass is top.
Yeah, Cass is top, yeah. I don't know what they're waiting for right now. I think they might be looking to clear out wards. I think they should be clearing out the wards inside the dragon pit. That's alright. But now the Hecarim has 2 people up top. They should really start the dragon. They actually have vision on them, and they have started the dragon. And we will probably see the dragon go down real fast. They do clear out the wards in the dragon pit. The blue buff is taken by Cassiopeia up top. That's probably the only reconciliation that they're going to get. The dragon will probably go down to the red team unless there's a contestation. There is no contesting over the dragon. This is 2 dragons that Nox has just given up to Flux Gaming. So this time, Flux Gaming has definitely pulled through, and as you said, Kirk, they have been prioritizing objectives. They have, as soon as an objective spawns, or they need to destroy an objective, or they're close to destroying an objective, they just go for it. They don't stop. There's no thinking about whether they want to do it or not. They just do it. So this is good playing for them.
Well.
They're definitely playing really well. Horsehor might just go down. We might see Horsehor go down, but she has to flash out. Cookies has... Okay, Cookies just got ulted and no one took it upon them to save him. Might see Cookies go down. That was a beautiful heal from Cookies, but they decide not to go on Cookies. Colossus decides to telly in, but doesn't take anyone down. Lizard goes down instantly to Ripcord. Might see Colossus going on Horsehor. Horsehor is just trying to kite him out, but he dies. Might see a triple kill on Colossus. Colossus does get a triple kill. But he goes down to Fatality. Fatality just dishing out damage to Colossus. But Colossus, to be fair, he had to fight 3 people. So, yeah, he did his job. He did really well.
He played beautifully over there, and that's a
Definitely.
2 trade ender turret, so...
Definitely.
Cookies is still alive after all that.
Yeah, no, Cookies is just chilling in the back line. He knows what he's doing.
He wants that wave, then he's gonna go back.
See, this is what you call greed. I mean, I would have laughed if someone just came up and killed him right now, like what happened with Cassiopeia earlier under the tower. He doesn't want to risk anything like that, but yeah, you guys were right about Cookies being an amazing ADC. He is definitely a great ADC. He's doing so well, and I love the fact that he is not, I wouldn't say cocky, but I'd say confident. He's being really confident on this corky, and I like the way he's playing. And Incarnation has definitely picked up his game. He's playing better than he did on the Sejuani. He's playing really well on this Nautilus. Loving this. And Danny is just clearing out wards. You guys are right about him being a great support. He is definitely a great support. Doing really well on Janna. We see a siege up mid. What do you guys think about the siege? Because there's only, there's 2 people right now to defend it. There's 3 now. It's not gonna go down. There's just too much damage coming in from them. That's actually a 3v5 now. It's gonna be a 3v5. They actually decide to back out. We might see Ripcord go down. Danny goes down instantly. Ripcord will fall. We actually see Worstlaw's go down. Worstlaw's goes down. Horsehor might go down, but Horsehor just gets a triple kill. Instant triple kill. This is so good by Horsehor. Cookies decides not to go in. He's kind of afraid. Colossus might just ult. Colossus does ult. We will see Horsehor go down. They're going hard on Lizard. And Cookies might just keep spamming those rockets and trying to get kills. They go out of his range, so he can't get those kills. They are going to push in the lane. but they have no minion backing as there are other blue minions standing right under the
Colossus
tower.
is playing out of his mind this game.
Yeah,
Definitely, that's what I meant.
Hecarim to be this good, man.
Now, Colossus, in my opinion, is possibly the best top laner ever. I just love the way he plays top lane. So aggressive, runs straight. He doesn't only ruin top lane for his enemy top laner, but he ruins the game for his enemy jungler too. He goes into the enemy jungle, starts stealing buffs, ruining his enemy jungler's happiness, and that's the way he plays. This is really solid playing from Colossus.
he signs
But
up
we-
the YQ
and the fatalities EQ, right? Yeah, that's what I was watching. So Colossus might be trying to 2v1. I don't think this is advisable. Oh, okay, Danny's there to support him, but still Danny actually just misses the tornado, goes right in between two. That was a beautiful out from Danny, of course, but he gets caught right up in the middle. Worst Lord decides to go hard on Colossus. We might see, and we do see Colossus go down just before
little cockiness there for Colossus.
holding fatality. Yeah, definitely. Colossus did get cocky, but we will see Corki take down the bot lane tower. Corki and Ripcord on this Victor. So that was beautiful. That was, I think it was worth it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good trade.
definitely.
Definitely worth it.
Two
Yeah.
turrets
So
for Colossus.
yeah, yeah. Colossus probably not thinking the same. I mean, he doesn't like dying. Colossus has never liked dying. So
Nah,
yeah.
he
So
loves
but-
dying. He loves dying.
he loves dying. Seriously, he takes aggressive plays, but he always manages to get out without dying. In my opinion, that's how it's always been. He gets away with slivers of health and he just escapes. And I've always been like, okay, Colossus, you're the man. You're freaking amazing. I'm not even gonna
But
argue.
he
I'm
was
not.
playing like really well this game.
Yeah, he is playing really, really well. I'm really impressed by Colossus. I wanted to see him on the Jax. I'm sure you guys have seen him play Jax. I just love the way he plays Jax. So
Yeah, I don't have
aggressive,
good
going
memories of
2v1.
that,
No good memories. Okay, yeah. So I love the way he 2v1s and stuff. So he's a mean split pusher. So yeah. So I wanted to see him on the Jax, but unfortunately he had to pick up the Hecarim. But he's just as good as good on the Hecarim. He's 6-2-3 on the Hecarim, which is good. And we see the Corki going 4-1-2. He's actually completed the last Whisper. So the Corki is doing really, really well. The
Colossus
Caitlyn
is more than 2k ahead on his counterpart, so he's doing really well this game.
definitely
Props to
this. If anything, this game definitely goes to Colossus and Cookies on this Corki. I mean, Victor is doing well, but I just have to
I
give
think
this game to
even
Colossus.
Incarnation, he has made his presence.
Oh yeah, Incarnation. Yeah, he has made his stance. Incarnation has made his presence known all over the map, for sure. For sure, I have to agree with you on that, Kaka. So, what do you think about this? Is this Victor pickup promising right now?
He's gonna do really well in team fights, and he got
Again,
early
they
Sonya
have
as well.
Dragon control.
Okay, so the dragon actually did it. Yeah, so the dragon didn't pop up when initially when what's her name? Sorry, Cassiopeia picked it, but yeah, it decided to pop up the second time. So dragon, the red team is taking damage from the dragon. They are going to
I think
clear out a ward near the
Nox
dragon.
shouldn't fight for this dragon as well.
But
pretty
if they
risky.
don't fight for this, it's going to be a third dragon, and they will have to fight for it the next time. I think they might as
they
well.
have to, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have to
Nox
fight for
is
one of these
showing
times.
Against them, so
Yeah, that is the truth. Yeah, that is a problem. But if they're gonna fight, they might as well fight. They're waiting for a long time. We might see
Oh, the
Danny
smite
go down. We actually see the smite steal, and Ripcord might be going down. We see Worstall go down actually. A beautiful out from
Watch
Colossus.
Corki's positioning. Just watch his positioning.
This Corki's just been on the
He's waiting
just
for the
standing behind.
perfect time to go in.
Yeah, that's what I've always seen that he always gets away with low health because
he
of
walks
exactly
out
that.
that's a
He
free
knew.
baron. That's
He
a
knew.
free baron for them. if they go
He
for it.
knows what he's doing. He knows why he has to do it. And this Corki is definitely promising. Danny actually got engaged on first, but ended up living. So I'm surprised about that. Incarnation goes down. He's sort of the guy who peels for his entire team. I'm not just talking about he peels for Corki. He peels for his entire team. Incarnation is just that good. So Incarnation does go down. He usually does go down in every other team fight. Even in previous games, he's the first one to go down. And now they are going for the Baron. There won't be any contest. They will take it down before anyone even comes to view the Baron. So the Baron goes to the red team. That is Flux Gaming. This is definitely a good comeback for Flux Gaming compared to last game.
That's what I was telling you about in the champ select. Like the mid game
Yeah.
for purple team is too strong, and just
Definitely,
loses the
yeah.
team fight as well.
So
It's
what do you
actually
think
purple
now?
side. Purple side wins.
The purple side wins, okay.
Purple side
Yeah,
wins.
it's just like, what do you think? And then you're just like, purple side wins. Yeah, purple side just wins. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to hear your question. Purple side
It's
just
like the
wins.
same. If you noticed,
Yeah. Oh, I think
Lux is
I think we
doing-
might actually see Worklaw go down. Sorry, Worslaw go down. Worslaw is going really, really low. And Danny comes to pick up the kill, but he doesn't. Cookie actually picks up the kill. Cookie's with a
Nice.
double kill. Good
Cookies.
crit. That was a really good crit. And they're just going to push out the mid lane. They might actually get an inhib. So yeah, what I was going to ask you guys. Okay, we might actually see
Yeah,
Hosso
Colossus
go
is
down.
getting bloodthirsty this game.
Okay, Colossus just went hard. Is he gonna ult? That's what I want to know. Colossus
I don't
not
think
gonna ult.
so.
He just takes him. He doesn't even need that ult. He just freaking goes in, Qs twice, and kills
Yeah, it should
Hosso.
be mid inhib. Bot lane is shoving, so
It's sort
they
of
should go
like
for bot right after.
yeah, they're gonna go for bot for sure. They might just take down 2 inhibs. They might actually rotate top straight after that too. The top lane is pushing. Hecarim might just do a solo on that. But what do you guys think about this? Like, do you think if the blue team can drag this to late game, they still have a chance?
I
I
think
don't
they
think
can't
that
drag
will
it to
be a
late game now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that
It's
is the truth.
pretty
They
much
can't. They
over.
won't
It's
even
just
be
about
able to drag it
closing
to
the
the late game in the first place. And in my opinion, even if they drag it to the late game, they still can't win because they're just way too far behind. It's practically impossible to come back in a game like this. They've got to be 3 inhibs down. We actually see Fatality and Colossus go hard. So they are going to be 3 inhibs down. They're going to try to close out the game right here. Colossus is going hard on this inhib. Just a little bit of help from Danny. Ripcord and Incarnation
That's
to join.
3 inhibs.
Yeah, I think this is game, guys. Yeah, I think this is game. They've got baroned up minions. The empowered minions are not going to go down easily to anyone. So I think this is definitely game. That's 3 lanes of empowered minions now if champions decide to stand beside them. So we're going to see the first Nexus tower go down. They're just turtling this finish out. I really want to see them just rush this. They are going for the second inhib tower. I don't know what
I don't know why blue
Nox
team
is
is not
planning on.
fighting at
Wow,
all.
that was a beautiful out from Colossus. So this is it, guys. The game's over. There's no way that Nox can come back in this game. They are just, I don't know, they're just trolling around right now.
Yeah.
flux'Gaming is definitely
That's
winning, like
GG.
happy about this
Yeah,
match.
it's over.
This game is GG, guys. So congratulations to flux'Gaming. It was a good comeback compared to their last game. They pretty much got trashed in their last game, and they did really well to come back. Their morale is up. We'll hope to see more games from them in the future. Congratulations to flux'Gaming, and thank you guys for casting with me. Kirk, that was Captain Kirk and Kaka. Kaka's an amazing mid laner. Captain Kirk is apparently an amazing jungler. So it was amazing casting with you guys. You guys have been amazing viewers too. So yeah, so it was lovely. So cheers, guys. I hope to see you guys
I'd
soon.
just like to say shout out to
Yeah.
Cookies. Crazy, bro. Crazy.